Hi Geordies, Lewis here. Brilliant win today to end off a really good week. Really happy with the clean sheet as well, and yeah, we go again on Boxing Day. See you soon.
In what was a defining win, Eddie Howe's new tactical system produced Newcastle another 5-star masterclass. From the Alexander Isak statement, to the Jacob Murphy transformation, to the Sandro Tonali defensive evolution, to revealing the latest massive transfer news ahead of a game-changing January window. As per, join us as we discuss the 5 things we learned from Ipswich Town 0 Newcastle United 4. Also, according to YouTube stats, only about 6% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you like this video or just realized that you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. You can always unsubscribe later. It's free. Enjoy the video.
Let's go!
Starting off with the most lethal striker in the Premier League. Isak has been showcasing his talent, and against Ipswich that was certainly the case. He scored his first hat-trick for the club and is brimming with confidence.
Yeah, really special day for him. I'm really pleased for him individually. He gets the accolade of the hat-trick. Always when a player scores that number of goals, the team has to function well. So that pleases me that he's in the right position to take those chances. Also pleases me the team's creating them for him.
Isak continued to impress not only with his finishing but also with his sublime range of passing from deep positions as seen on his heat map. His movement off the ball is particularly noteworthy, often going unnoticed, yet crucial to Newcastle's attacking play. He is undeniably one of the best Premier League players to watch at present. In the match, he had a massive 9.6 match rating, 3 goals from an 1.53 expected goals, 5 shots with a 0.31 expected goals per shot, 1 recovery, 2 progressive carries, 2 take-ons, 9 progressive passes and 2 key passes.
Happy first of all with the performance. It was really a really good away performance for us, and happy to bag my first hat-trick as well.
How much did it help getting the first goal so early on? How much did that help you to go on and do what you did in the game?
I think it helped a lot. I think the thing with us this season many times has been that we haven't started well. So obviously scoring that early gave us a boost, but there's still a lot of work to be done after that, and I think we managed to keep a really good level throughout the whole game.
What did you do so well to keep on going?
I think that felt like a real Newcastle performance. I think we played our way. We played like we do at home, which we haven't done too many times this season, you know. So we were speaking about that before, to play the same way, with the same intensity and the same energy as when we are home. So I really think we did.
A relentless performance from the team. For you, you scored a couple of goals a few times, but how hungry were you for the third goal when the second goal went in?
No, obviously that's when you score 2, then all you think about is the third one. So yeah, I have a few times where I scored 2, but not the third one. So I'm happy that today was the day.
It's not you enjoying your football right now. You're scoring a lot. You're assisting goals as well.
No, I'm enjoying it. I think it all comes down to what we do as a team. You know, if the team is not performing, then it makes it harder for me. So I think we've really upped the level of our game, and in the end, it's going to benefit all of us.
On another day, he could have had even more goals, as he was given many chances, resulting in the highest XG and most shots. After the game, as he celebrated with the match ball when he turned his head away from the camera, he was overheard humorously saying to a teammate, "I should have had 4." To which the teammate replied, "You should have had 5 or 6. Whoever that unidentified Toon star was, they were right. Despite a man-of-the-match display and some fine finishes, Isak did miss a handful of chances that he would have buried on another day. However, this doesn't take away from how clinical he has been. Since the start of last season, Alexander Isak has converted an impressive 27.9% of his non-penalty shots in the Premier League, a statistic only bettered by 4 other players with a minimum of 50 shots. He now has 10 goals in his last 11 appearances, with 14 goal or assist contributions in 15 games. Alexander Isak also became the first Newcastle player to score a hat-trick in a Premier League game since Ayoze Perez in 2019. His hat-trick means he is now one of only 2 Swedish players to have scored a Premier League hat-trick, joining Freddie Ljungberg. For context, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, another Swedish player regarded as one of the best strikers ever, didn't achieve this feat. What is even more astonishing is that Alexander Isak is off to a better goal-scoring start in the Premier League than Thierry Henry. Isak has now scored more goals in his first 67 Premier League games than Henry, with 41 to Thierry's 36, after both joined the league at the age of 22. Despite the year not yet being over, Isak currently sits third in the most Premier League goals scored in a calendar year for Newcastle, only just 4 goals shy of matching the legendary Alan Shearer. He is currently tied for 6th with Les Ferdinand in Newcastle's all-time Premier League top scorers chart and needs just 6 more goals to catch second-placed Callum Wilson. So since moving to St James Park for a club record £63 million in August 2022, Isak has scored 46 goals in 85 matches. Isak is proving to be the complete lethal striker, a poacher who can dribble, link up play, and above all, finish the ball. As Ipswich manager Kieran McKenna remarked, "He's a very good striker. We've faced plenty of good strikers this year, but he's one of a very high level. Everything that we thought Newcastle were, and everybody knows they are at their best, they showed today." Then we also learned about the informed Murphy. Jacob Murphy continued to shine with another scintillating display on the right wing. He was a threat from the start, managing to stay onside and delivering a tremendous cross for the first goal. While it won't go down as an assist, it certainly deserved to. He thrashed one in off the underside of the bar to cap off a great day's work, but could have had a few more assists if his teammates had finished off his great work. The third goal from Alexander Isak came from a 13-pass sequence, but it was Murphy who stole the headlines with his assist. His backheel flick for Isak's third goal showcased the confidence he's playing with.
So long ago that you set up Jacob Murphy with one of the best assists anyone's ever seen, but what about Murph's assist for you, for your hat-trick?
No, really good. With the back heel. No, really good. I was screaming behind him, so he could hear me that I was there, but he could obviously not see me, so really good from him as well.
For his own goal, it was a reminder of his underrated ball striking. If you look at his goals this season, they are usually powerful shots that highlight his striking ability. With an 8.9 match rating, 1 goal, 1 assist, 86% passing accuracy, 3 chances created, 3 big chances created, a 50% shooting accuracy from the 3 shots he took, Jacob Murphy deserves a lot of respect. Despite his inconsistency at times, Murphy's work rate, decisiveness, short distance pace, and striking make him a valuable asset to the squad.
Well, I think he brings a selfless attitude first and foremost. A really player that wants the team to do well, and of course he wants to do well himself within the structure. But it's that attitude that really sets him apart. I think I could ask Jacob to do any job, whether that's for half an hour, for 60 minutes, for 5 minutes, and he will do it to the best of his ability. And that's really enabled him, I think, to develop his game and to improve. A really good pressing performance from him today as well. He had a clear game plan given to him and he executed it perfectly.
He often steps up when called upon, allowing the standout players like Isak to shine alongside him. That's now 6 goal involvements in his last 3 league games, with 3 goals and 3 assists. But tell me, are you starting to believe Murphy is the perfect right winger, or do we still need to sign a new right winger? Then the third thing we also learned was the creator. As Newcastle sits third in pressing intensity and leads in verticality, Bruno Guimaraes has emerged as a standout performer. His intense pressing directly contributed to the third goal, epitomizing another exceptional display from the Brazilian. Thriving in a more advanced position, Bruno's tight control being the most fouled player just like last game, classy distribution and high energy were fully utilized in the attacking third, having the most chances created in the match. Bruno was orchestrating play on the right, as seen in the passing networks, having an 8.4 match rating, 1 assist, 65 touches, 92% passing accuracy, 4 key passes, 4 out of 5 accurate long balls, 2 big chances created, 1 time hitting the woodwork, and 6 out of 9 ground duels won. Bruno's ability to dictate the pace and flow of the game was really crucial to Newcastle's dynamic attacking style. Defensively, he was also outstanding, having 1 clearance, 1 interception, 3 tackles, and 0 times dribbled past. Speaking after the game, Bruno said, "A perfect week for us, 3 games and 3 big wins. Happy to have provided another assist. Have a great Christmas, Newcastle fans. Away the lads." Then the fourth thing we also learned was the midfield destroyer. While Bruno was driving the attack as a number 8, having the highest progression via carry, credit goes to Sandro Tonali, who provided the foundation for build-up and set the tempo. Having a 7.0 match rating against Ipswich Town, Tonali had 72 total touches, 53 out of 62 passes completed, a massive 10 recoveries, 4 duels won, and 2 interceptions. Tonali was composed on the ball, reading danger effectively to cut out Ipswich's dangerous breaks. It was another masterclass from the Italian, as he dictated the game from the base of midfield. Slick on the ball, always playing it forward quickly, and was superb defensively before and after the team ran riot. As a number 6, Tonali really showcased his ability to defend transitions, effectively protecting the back four. Tim Sherwood, speaking on Sky Sports' Soccer Saturday, praised Tonali's defensive performance, stating, "Tonali has been brilliant. Every time Ipswich think they're getting out, he's there to hoover up. He's like a Dyson out there." However, what is more exciting is that his connection with Bruno Guimaraes is improving with each game, as they are now not occupying the same spaces. As Eddie Howe said, the plan is that Sandro Tonali plays a little bit deeper than Joe Willock and Bruno Guimaraes, but they are still given a freedom to express themselves and move. It's getting that balance right between the freedom and the structure, and I think they got the balance perfect. Then the fifth thing we learned was a reminder about the previous problem. I have heard a lot of people saying that Newcastle haven't evolved because they are beating smaller teams. However, just a reminder, Newcastle's problem was that they could beat big teams but struggled against the so-called lesser teams. As Newcastle dominated Ipswich in XG possession, big chances created, expected threat momentum and passes into the opposition box, they are showing progress. With 3 games played, Newcastle has scored 11 goals and conceded only 1. They are addressing the issue of not being able to beat lower teams, which many are starting to forget.
I think it started well and you pretty much carried it on throughout.
Yeah, it was a really good start to the game. I think we've been slow starters on the road at times this year, and it's been a huge frustration. A lot of the time we've been chasing the game, having conceded the first goal, and as you know, it's very, very difficult to do that at this level. So today, roles reversed. We scored the early goal and never looked back really from that moment.
How pleased was it that you were so impressive after that you never really took your foot off the pedal, did you?
No, we didn't, especially in that first half. And I think I had the feeling for me today of an away game in our Champions League qualification season where we were really good on the road, we were fluent, we were confident, and felt we could score at any time. And I think today had that feeling, and that's no critique of Ipswich. They're a very good team and they gave us problems in the second half. I really like how they play, but I just thought we were good today. We were good with the ball and we created chances, and yeah, that's much more like ourselves, I think.
Then moving on to some transfer news, Eddie Howe commented on the upcoming January transfer window after the match, saying, "The message is that we probably, at this moment in time, need to concentrate on the players that we do have and get the best out of them, rather than looking externally." However, what was more exciting was that Eddie Howe firmly dismissed any speculation regarding Alexander Isak's potential departure from Newcastle United, emphasizing that the striker is an integral part of the club's long-term plans. When asked about the interest in Isak, Howe responded with a chuckle, stating, "Makes me laugh. Yeah, absolutely. There's no part of me or anyone at Newcastle that wants to let Alex go. He's very much part of our long-term plans. Personally, I don't see that being an issue." Howe's reassurance continued as he highlighted the positivity of his conversations with Isak about his future at the club. "Every conversation I've had concerning his future with him has been very positive," he said. "I'd love for him with the other players to be the man that contributes to us winning a trophy. That's the aim." Reports suggesting that negotiations for a new deal for Isak had stalled were also clarified by Howe, who noted that discussions haven't even begun due to the striker's existing contract, which still has 3.5 years remaining. "I don't think contract talks started. I think that's the issue," Howe explained. "If you are going to say they stalled when they never started, that's a problem. He has a long contract, and I'm sure when the time comes that will be discussed Alex's representatives and the football club, but I don't really know too much more than that." Howe expressed confidence in Isak's commitment, stating, I don't think necessarily at this stage we have to convince him to stay. He's motivated, wants to do well, and has big aspirations with his career. He's still relatively young, so he has hopefully got a really bright future ahead of him. His desire to score goals is second to none. Howe's comments reflect a reassuring commitment to Isak's future at Newcastle. While interest from other clubs is inevitable, securing European football next season will be crucial in keeping players like Isak motivated and invested in the club's journey. With promising words from How, fans can remain optimistic about Isak's role in the team's ambitions moving forward. In terms of incomings, in a massive development, Newcastle United's transfer target, Johan Bakayoko, despite not being injured, was put on the bench by his club and remained an unused substitute in PSV's recent match. This may signal his potential departure from PSV to Newcastle United, as the January transfer window is only 8 days away from officially opening. Then finally, in an exciting update, if you want to know which player Newcastle has submitted a bid for and the deal that is close to being done, click the video link on screen now.